guys, Kittykatlapurr here, and today I'm going to show you exactly where to find rare mushrooms on the island. Yay! So we all know about the swamp, and I'm going to show you guys some good places to find rare mushrooms there. But there are other places you can find rare mushrooms on the island as well. So I'm going to show you that and maybe a little tip that you didn't know. But first off, I want to say a great big thank you to all my current subscribers. You guys are amazing and I seriously couldn't do it without you. And if you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button for pro-ish art content. And if you do like what I provide for you today, feel free to hit that like button. And guys, I'm aiming for the big 20,000 this year. So help me go big or go home and you all get a cookie. Yay! So starting off, I thought I'd show you some of the more known places, but kind of easier places in the swamp to find rare mushrooms. I like to stay away from stranger dangers as much as possible because I'm a big scaredy cat. So if you look right here, you see these trees, they're called the mangrove trees. You can get rare mushrooms from them quite simply by using your pick. You might have to go through a couple depending on your rates to get some in your inventory, but you can collect them really easily. We're currently at 63.5, 55.9. The next spot we're at is 71.1, 28.7, and it's a little bit upwards from the swamp, leading up here. And we also have some mangrove trees here that we can chop down and, of course, get ourselves some rare flowers. The next spot we're at is 53.2, 93.1. We're kind of on the shoreline over here on the east of the map. We're still in the swamp, but you can also bring your Anki over here, and if you right-click, he will knock down the trees, and you can get some rare mushrooms just like that. And you can also bring a Theory over here and use his left-click to get yourself some rare mushrooms as well. Now let's go somewhere else that I can show you where you can get rare mushrooms. So here we are at the entrance of Lower South Cave. As you can see, I'm at 85.2, 54 points. I have a handy dandy Anki to come in with me. I did double check if he could fit in here, and thank goodness he can squeeze a little bit in. If you didn't know, you can get rare mushroom crystals. But did you know you could get them from these mushroom entrances of the cave? Quick right click. Look at all those rare mushrooms I got. Now, if you're like me and just like collecting resources before going into the cave, this is a very handy spot. Again, more rare mushrooms. And as long as you're hitting these mushrooms all the way down, even before the stranger dangers come, you can get all the ones that you needed. Now for a quick tip. Did you know if you're running into trouble in caves and you don't have enough food? I'm going to take myself off of creative mode for a second. You can eat a rare mushroom, which would fill you up 5 times more than actual meat. You will get these hallucinogenic effects for a little bit of time, but it could save you in a pinch if, of course, you don't need to see what you're doing. So there's my little tip for you. Now, I'll show you a couple other places that we can get rare mushrooms on the island. We're now at the entrance of the volcano cave, not the lava cave, just the one close to the volcano. We're currently at 40.2, 46.3. If you come in here, I did try to fit an Anki in here, but I don't think I made it in. No, I didn't make it in with him. Got a little bit too big of a big butt. But you can handpick these. It will take a little bit longer to get even one rare mushroom, but it never hurts to try if you're in a pinch and really don't want to go to the swamp. The entrance of this cave is pretty quiet, so you shouldn't have a problem there, but I did have to pick a long time to get them. But I guess it also depends on your rates as well. Next, we're here at the entrance of Carno Island Cave of 8.6 and 91.8, and I really don't know if you'd want to come over here just for a few rare mushrooms, especially with the carnos and all the other carnivores in here. I was able to squeeze my Anki's little butt in here. And I was trying these blue mushrooms, but unfortunately, I was only able to get a couple. And I think that was from the crystals in here. But if you didn't know, you can get rare mushrooms from crystals. Clearly, he can do a way better job than just with a pick. But if you wanted to bring him in here and try to get some, he can't fit very far. But it never hurts to try. And speaking of crystal, why don't I show you a couple of my favorite crystal spots that you can get rare mushrooms from as well. Crystal can be found usually at the top of mountains and is usually pretty handy if you have an Anki to come up here. So this is my first crystal spot that I really like. We're currently on the top of a mountain at 31.1, 83.8, pretty much Giga Mountain, lots of people call it. Now, of course, you do have your pick, So you can gather with your pick and get a couple every so often. But you can also grab your Anki and bring him up here. Hopefully you have an RG. All you would have to do is left click, and we already have 5 rare mushrooms. Another somewhat nice area-ish is in the redwoods on the mountain. We're currently at 56.7, 48.1. As you can see, there's some crystal up and down around the mountain here. And last but not least, where to find some crystal for your rare mushrooms or crystal needs is on the top of Blue Ob. Now, this used to be my favorite nice and quiet area to go and get some metal and crystal. But it clearly has turned into Stranger Danger Zone and even Giga Zone. So come at your own risk, or at least maybe fly up and double check before you come down. But as you can see in between Mr. Giga here and the Yudi, we have crystal as much as we would want if we want to risk it. But saying that, if you can clear everything off and bring up your Anki, oh my god, you could get yourself some rare mushrooms and other resources while you're at it too. But anyways, guys, I thought I'd show you a couple places that I knew where to find rare mushrooms. Maybe some areas that you knew and some areas you didn't. And of course, a little tip. If you guys have any tips about rare mushrooms or where to find them, be sure to leave them down in the comments below. And if you did like what I provided for you today, feel free to hit that like button. And if you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I hope you guys have a super duper magical day. And I'll see you one. Bye for now.